Head to your drop-off at 2565 Parkway Drive, number 2.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. We are here. Well, it's not quite afternoon yet, I guess. Yeah, it is. It's just past 12 o'clock. All right. Yeah, same thing happened today that happened yesterday. I started at 11 o'clock, and yeah. No, I'm not. Well, no, because it was kind of cold this morning, and I decided, it worked pretty good yesterday with the time I started, and guess what? Well, it started again. Guess what, though, Queen? I'm starting with I had a double, I had a stack order on Doordash, and then as soon as I got done with that, Uber just gave me a triple stack, and I'm delivering that right now. So, yep, a triple stack. Yeah, normally I'm not on it this time, but I just had to do it. I decided it worked yesterday, so okay, so what does it want me to do? Yeah, okay, it wants me to do this. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Have you done the drawing yet, or is that still delayed? Oh no, I just started the live. I did the drawing yesterday. Yet last night I did the drawing, and Jay Twist and Mel, Ice Princess Mel, they both won yesterday. Both of them did. What Uber? Yeah, 3 Jimmy Johns from Uber. That's what I'm doing right now. 3 Jimmy John orders. Yep, 3 Jimmy John Uber Eats orders. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, let me go ahead and turn it over here. There we go. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yep, 3 of them. I never do that. I mean, I think Uber's trying to make up for yesterday.
Turn left on Parkway Drive.
Okay, so I'm delivering to this office here first. The smallest bag I got. So it's going to this office.
Just ahead, drop off on the left.
Okay. Yep. Now you're starting to sound like Mike the Bike Dasher. I think he's made an influence on all of us. But he's quite a character. Okay. Yeah.
Drop off on the left.
All right, hang on. Oh, why did that do? Oh, no wonder. Okay. Yeah, I'll fix that in a little bit. During the lull time, I'll fix it. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Is that person going to back up? Yeah, they're going to back up. I'll wait for them. At number 2. Yep, okay. Yeah, I got to wait for them. That's all right. All right. Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. I'm doing something kind of unusual. A triple stack. I hardly ever get any triple stacks here. All right, here we go. We're going to drop this one off right here, and I'll be right back. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. Let's see. I want to take the back way, I think. All right, getting ready. Private airport fixing the furnace. We're doing good today. Starting out okay. I mean, for starting at 11 o'clock, yeah, I had a $11 Doordash Indy, and then I had a now I'm doing a triple stack on Uber, 3 Jimmy John's orders. Okay. And I'm pretty sure you're gloating right now, Indy, because Purdue ended up with $195 on Sunday.
Drive, then
you know,
turn right on Progress Parkway.
That's going to be awfully hard to catch. Awfully hard to catch. But, we had a tie yesterday. Hey, Abby, welcome. I'm glad you're back. Thank you very much. Yeah, Indy, we had a tie yesterday, at least at the end, because I thought that Penn State was going to be tied with, with Nebraska. But that's changed. That's the update. I ended up getting an extra $15 from the last customer I delivered on Uber yesterday. So that updated from 152 to 167. So Nebraska is now in third place. Purdue's first with 195. Wisconsin is second with 172 171. And then third place is Nebraska with 167. So that's the update. Okay. That's the update. Wait a minute. I think, it'll be easier for me to go this way, I think. Yeah, I'll let you go. All right. Yeah, it'd be easier for me to go this way. Yeah. All right, that'll give me a chance to fix this wall. Yeah. Yeah, this thing got messed up yesterday. There we go. I think that might fix it. All right, there we go. All right. Yes, I've seen that and watched your yesterday replay. It was quite a day yesterday, Indy. Quite a day. But I had it though at the end. It was a tie, but then it ended up not being a tie because at the end last night, just before I went to sleep, that Uber had said I received an extra $15 from the last customer I delivered. And I think mainly it was because I praised his kid, the man's kid, for being one that that doesn't sit around and play video games all day. That he's one to stay active, and told him that maybe one day if he's into skiing and all that kind of stuff, that he might be our next Olympian. Sometimes those little things that we say to customers and stuff, sometimes they pay dividends, and that certainly did yesterday. He gave me an extra $15. So it may have broke the tie, but it put him in a good spot in third place. So there's still plenty of time on the clock. So with a lot more teams to go. Yeah. See, I got a $15 tip on Uber because I went the extra mile. Well, that's kind of what I did. Hey, Jeffrey, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. This is I'm delivering the second of a triple stack on Uber. So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah, it's already getting interesting here. I mean, let's see, I had $11 and then this is $18. That'll be $29 in just a little over an hour. Well, maybe like an hour and a half. Still not bad. Yeah. Let's see. Nico. Hey, Nico. I'm delivering Uber Eats offers right now. I got two of them in the car. I just dropped off one. I'm dropping off another one here in a few minutes, as I know where this place is.
In a quarter mile, turn left on Rushville Road using the left lane.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, these dashes recently have been kind of weird, to say the least. Especially the drawings. I mean, I can't get over how the Dirty Stack drawings have, how I've drawn the names that I've drawn at the times that I've drawn them.
Turn left on Rushville Road.
It just makes you think, especially last night. Do I do Instacart? Oh, no. Now, there's a massive waiting list for Instacart. As a matter of fact, Nico, one of the guys that dashes here in town, that I see every now and then, he just recently got on Instacart, and it took him 3.5 years to get on Instacart. That's how long a wait that he had, 3.5 years. That tells you, that Instacart, there's a big waiting list for that. The same thing with Spark. I haven't heard from them yet. Who knows? Anything can happen. All right. Hey, Mary, welcome in. Yeah, I'm doing a triple Uber, Mary, doing a triple Uber right now. And before this, I did a stack order on Doordash for 11. And so this triple Uber here is 18. Yep, that's where I was supposed to turn. Okay, yeah, there's nobody back there. Okay, so, I thought this was somebody's driveway, but nope. All right.
Just ahead, drop off on the left.
Supernova, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Why do people live stream on their dash cam? Well, because, you know, I do it on my phone here, and I got it sticking up in the window so I can keep both hands on the steering wheel. All right. All right, it's down here near the side. Oh, somebody's a Michigan fan.
Drop off on the left.
And is that who I'm delivering to? No, it's the one after that. Okay, got a guy on a bicycle up here, so I gotta know exactly what he's doing. Okay. Okay, he got on the sidewalk. Good choice. Okay. All right, let me get up here, because it's this one right here. All right, I'll be right back. All right, and it's this bag. Okay, that's 2 down. Say, Roy loved that video. Bernadette, welcome in, guys. Yeah. All right, Darcy. Yeah, it's a little bit icy here. Okay, so now I got this one here that's not too far. Let's see. All right, now where do I go here? Oh, what? Okay, west. So that's all right.
Turn right on Frank Street, then turn left on Morris Avenue.
Yeah, that's what I. Well, wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, that would be right. Yeah. Okay, now you tell me. Making a little bit rough for me. All right, must be a delivery. Okay. Yeah, it'd be better to go this way.
Turn left on Morris Avenue.
Yeah. Super Slab, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yeah. Okay, we're about to drop off number 3. Okay. DJ, how has the week been? Oh, it's yesterday. I mean, if you yesterday was quite the week. Was quite the day yesterday. I ended up with 167 yesterday. I thought I was going to have 152, but at the end, Uber. I got a $15 extra tip from a customer, and I ended up with 167. And I did that since 11 o'clock. And, you know, skipping the whole breakfast shift, which is unlike me. But I just, it's just been really cold, and in some areas, some freezing fog and stuff. And it just, not the best idea to be doing that. I mean, because it's highly unusual for weather like this. This is U.S. Street. Now I'm going to go down here to turn that on. I'm going down here to Mechanic Street and then turn that way. So, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Oh man, but I certainly appreciate you.
Just ahead, turn right on East Washington
certainly
Street.
Appreciate you giving me that membership to Dean. Yeah, and you know, you guys that have already won your let's see, Diesel. Hey, Diesel, welcome in. Sorry I didn't catch you there at the second team. But everybody who has won YouTube is going to pay me soon, and the monies that I get from them, that's what I'm going to give you guys. So they said it's going to be within the next week or so. So what I get from them is what I'm going to give you guys. So that's how that will work, and and just treat it like a Christmas thing, because technically, in a way, it is. But it's just my way of giving back to you guys for supporting my channel over the last 18 months, and using the conference tournament to do that. So yeah, you managed to make 251 yesterday. Wow, that's awesome. But of course, you got more apps than I do, so that makes a difference. I mean, if you had Spark, yeah, you'll make anything on Spark. Yeah, I knew you were going to turn. I saw you. Okay. Yep. So we'll go into snow's on the ground. Yeah, unusual for, well, it's not unusual for snow in December, but it's unusual for the temperature to be what it is, and for this much snow at the beginning of December. So, yeah. I want to be over here, I guess. Yeah. It's unusual for that. So, I mean, right now the temperature is 28 degrees. 28 degrees. That, that temperature is lower than the normal low for this time of year in Indiana. The normal low for this time of year is 30. The normal low. And it's 28 degrees. That means, that it's colder than the normal low. If that tells you anything. I mean, this is unusual stuff. And if this is an indication of what this winter is going to be, I'm certainly not ready for it. Because, I mean, I don't mind the autumn season, and all those things, but I just do not like the season that follows. And this right here is an example of the season that follows. I just do not care for it. Okay, we're almost to this last customer here. That was not a bad trick. Got plans for Christmas Eve? I got to work on that one, Natalie. I have to work my W-2 on Christmas Eve. Yeah. Yep, I work Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas. So, but it is what it is, though. I mean, some jobs, some people have to work it, but at least I get double time for working those days. But, it just fell on this year to where my crew ended up having to, to work the Christmas day. But it is what it is, but I don't have to work the New Year's days, though. I'll be off New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the day after New Year's. So, yeah. All right. Just going to be careful up here, because some people in this area like to run this stuff. So, hey, 36 Handley, welcome in. Appreciate it. Probably could have taken a different way. I don't know why they had me go the way they had me go, but whatever. All right. No, it's not past. No, I don't think it's past Colescott. I don't think so. All right, they're turning. I was gonna let them go through.
In a quarter-mile drop off.
Okay. At least this road here is better than some of the roads here that that got ice on them. I think maybe with the sun out today again too, that maybe there'll be some more melting. I just don't like when it gets dark, though, that it turns into ice, because that's what makes it good. Who somebody gave membership? Who was it? Dean's doing it again. All right, let's see here. I want to make sure that he knows that I'm going to let him in his car. So, all right, we'll get Dean on that. I got to write down that name. Okay, is he at the very end, or are we still in the fives? Yeah, we're still in the fives. Okay. All right. Okay.
Drop off.
Yep, up here near the end. Okay. Yeah, right there. Yep, the house right there. Okay. All right, Dean. Okay, let's see that name. Caprello. Okay. Let me write that down real quick. Caprello. All right. Make sure I get these when I get them. I appreciate it. Mary, she's Three Treasures 1. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys all joining here. Yeah, this could be another interesting day. So far, it looks like it. All right, let me go drop this off. I'll be right back. All right. Completed. Got Doordash back on now. All right, guys. And there's Roy. All right. Welcome, Roy. Yeah, guys, remember Roy's shirtless live today. Yeah, I'll have it on. Even though I'm out here, I'll still, I'll still have it on. I'm ready for it. I've got the notification. It'll be simulcast on my channel. Now we're going straight to a Doordash here. What we got? Lucky 7. All right. All right, I'll take it here. $7 for 4 miles.
Drive south on Southwest Street. Then turn right onto Colescott Street.
I still can't understand why they cannot pronounce that street right. It's supposed to be Colescott, but they call it Colescott. So if they were to say coleslaw, they'll say coleslaw. I guess that's what they'll do. Oh yeah.
Turn right onto South Miller Street.
Okay, I know where this is. So as soon as I drop it off here, we'll do that for Dean and Mary's 3 months. We'll play the music for that, guys. Yeah.
In a quarter mile, make a sharp left onto Miller Avenue.
Well, I think I need to go. I think South Street will do a better job on there because I can't park on that side of the road. So I have to turn down South Street. Yeah. Because it's going to have me park over in an area where I cannot.
Make a sharp left onto Miller Avenue.
Nope.
Then, in 300 feet, 418 Miller Avenue, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176-1934, United States will be on the left. Drive west on West South Street. Then turn right onto Miller Avenue.
Yep, right here. Yeah, this is where I have to go. Let's see. I'm going to have to park right there behind that mail truck. So, all right. Yeah, because you can't park. You can't park over on that side of the road. Okay.
United States is on the right.
Okay. It's a little bit of a walk, but that's okay. I don't mind that. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. Only thing is, they didn't give me a receipt. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, somebody was kind enough to let me out. Cool. All right. Confirm it. All right, where are we going? Okay. It's in the, you say leave it in the door. It's the small house in the very back. Okay. All right, well, let's do this first for, for the gift membership. So here we go. Hey, Amanda, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you guys joining. We might have another, another crazy day here on the Big Ten Dashing platform. The dashes have been crazy, to say the least. Caribbean cleaning service. Hey, welcome in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you very much. All right, let's deliver this Doordash here. All right. It's going to be over going towards Fairland. I wonder if Uber's going to send me something up that way. They did yesterday when I was on my way up there, so let's see. All right.
Drive northeast on Miller Avenue, then bear left onto South Miller Street.
Okay. Make sure that nobody turns over here, because sometimes they'll run that stop sign, because I've seen them do it.
In 800 feet, turn right onto West Broadway Street.
Yep, then I got to go through Hendricks and all that mess, so okay. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, crazy things have been happening on these dashes lately, especially with the drawings. I mean, I would have thought that last night I would draw both J-Twist and Mel. Who would have thought that? I mean, who would have believed that? And the thing is, I gave Uber a second chance yesterday on the second round, because Jay's drawing over, offset the double technical that they end up getting, because Uber kept sending me $2 offers. I mean, twice. They sent me $2 offers 4 times in a row. And, all the turndowns that I did yesterday knocked my acceptance rate down 6 points. And I had like 38 and it went down to 32, all because of that. And so that's why I had to, give them a timeout. I had to give the double technical in round 1, because they did that. But at least the dirty stack came in prior to the second technical. So, by the rule of committee, NFL Players TV, okay. So by rule, how's the temperature today, Robert? It's 28 again. 28 right now. They say we might get above freezing today. We might. They said that the forecast is for 34, but we'll see. That's just barely above the normal low for this time of year. So we might get above freezing, but so far we haven't. But the dirty stack came before I gave the second technical, so that offset. So Jay's drawing offset the double technical, which went to Mel's drawing because of the dirty stack I got last night. So that's how they both won. And so it shows, guys, that how forgiveness and how sometimes second chances can turn into double blessings. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how that stuff happens. And it's stuff like that makes you think public square is closed. It is?
Enter Public Square and take the second exit onto North Harrison Street, State Route 9.
Well, if it's not closed now, it will be later. It's not closed right now. Or maybe that was earlier. Maybe they just haven't put that in the street yet.
Exit the roundabout onto North Harrison Street, State Route 9.
Yeah, because if that was the case, I would have gone up. I would have gone down that street a little further and came up on Mechanic. I guess I'll do that tonight. You think you're going to go ahead and take your kid to the parade tonight? Oh, okay.
Continue for a half mile.
The only thing is the parade. I mean, how cold is it going to be? That's the question. Because sometimes, you go to the parades, they can, with this kind of weather here, I mean, 20s and 30s, that's not exactly the warmest of weathers to be in the parade. I remember one time at my daughter's high school parades.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Michigan Road.
I mean, it was in the 40s, but it wasn't, it wasn't bone-chilling type. But, I remember those days, where the high schools, they do their, or the cities will do their parades. But, yeah, I remember those.
Turn left onto North Michigan Road.
Okay. Well, you see, turn left. I said, well, why didn't you say, use the roundabout and turn left? Yeah. That's what you're supposed to say. Maybe you're just not programmed yet. Okay.
Continue for 2 miles.
All right. You want to experience his first Christmas parade. Okay. Yeah, I just wonder what it's like at the Macy's Christmas parade. I just wonder what that's like. I mean, has anybody ever been to that? I know you see it on TV all the time, but has anybody actually ever been to that in person? Just started putting roundabouts by me, and nobody knows what they're doing. Well, yeah. What road's closed? Oh, 200 North. Okay. I was up here last night and there wasn't any road closed. Oh, if you turn down there, 200 North is closed. Okay. Well, then they should have that detour sign over here instead of going on this road. It makes everybody think that this road's closed. Yeah, roundabouts. Yeah, some people just, sit there and, then especially if you have someone who's tailgating and somebody in front of you doesn't know when to turn or something like that, that could cause a problem. I mean, roundabouts can be good things if everybody knows how to use them, because it does save you time. Unless, of course, it's rush hour, then that might be a little different. But yeah, your tax money at work, absolutely. Yep. Exactly, your tax money. That's exactly what it is. And the thing about it is, too, Robert, they were using, they said that, the gas tax money, that was pretty much going to pay for all that. But nope. Now they decided that I-65 and I-70, they were going to start using those as toll roads. Because for them to fix the roads, the gas tax isn't getting the job done. So they now need to use 65 and 70 as toll roads, going to Chicago, going to St. Louis, Illinois, Columbus, Ohio, all those places. Yeah, 65 and 70 are now going to be used for toll roads. Not 74 yet, that's not in the works. But 65 and 70, they're planning to start that next year. So I wonder how that's going to work. I mean, I feel for those people that if they have to get on 70, or if their job is up around that area, and then they have to use that road, to go to work and have to pay tolls every day, that's going to add up.
In a quarter mile.
Yeah, it is. It is. When I was in Oklahoma last year for that conference, there were toll roads there. And when I got my when I got my toll bills, the small bill on the left. Oh, okay, just passed that up. All right, I'm gonna have to turn around up here
North on North Michigan Road.
and turn around.
Then
Yeah.
turn right.
Oh no, I can just turn here.
Turn
I'll just
right.
turn around here, yeah. That's what I'll do. All right, and then I'll just turn around here. Okay.
In 300 feet, turn left.
Can I do this?
Drive northeast.
Yep. Okay.
Then turn right.
All right.
Turn left onto North Michigan Road.
Okay.
Then turn right.
All right, here we go. Yeah, with this snow, it's hard to see these driveways because the driveway's even covered with snow.
Turn right.
See, if there had not been snow, I would have saw that driveway. So, okay. So it's the White House in the
400
back.
feet, bear left.
Okay. This is an easy driveway. I'm here for the beautiful
Bear
scenery.
left. Then
MK,
you will
yeah,
arrive
okay,
at
thank you for joining.
2343 North Michigan Road, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176, USA.
Yeah, he's the house way back there in the back. Okay. All right, so I guess I'm going to have to go back here. It's a gravel driveway with snow on it, but okay, well.
You have arrived at 2343 North Michigan Road, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176, USA.
Okay. I think I've had this person before, if I can remember, yeah. All right. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, this could be a day of a double because I got $18 on Uber, and now with these orders that I've had on Doordash, I got $18 on that. So I got $36 with two 18s on each platform. What kind of day is this going to be? And it's a Friday on top of that. Okay, let's get out of this area here. Woo! Dropping off an order, yep. Hey, Zink, welcome in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys joining. Thank you very much. Okay. Slippery area here. Yeah. But see, with the snow here, it was really hard for me to see that driveway. Had there not been any snow, I would have been able to see that driveway real easily. Okay. I'm going to have to be slow getting out of here, or I could slide out of this driveway, which I don't want to do. All right. Woo, where is this? Ace 404, okay. This is Shelbyville, Indiana. This is where we're at right now. I've got $36 right now within the first 2 hours, so that's just a little bit, well, not quite 2 hours yet, but that's typically around my average, having to use two platforms to do it. But I've had some orders. I've had 3 orders on each platform, almost like they're $6 each. So, because I did the triple stack I did was $18. It was like 6 for each, and then this one here, I had 11, and then that one was 5 that I just, 11, and then that was 7 that I just dropped off. So that's 18. So I got 18 and 18, which is 36. So what I'm going to do up here, instead of having to go down there through all that mess, I'm going to turn on this road here just in case I might get an order up in this area, because Uber's known to do that. Because I don't want to go down there and then have to turn left and go through that one part of the maze. I'd rather just go ahead and turn up here and see if anything comes. And if it doesn't, then I'll take another road to go back there And in case I have to turn around, I'd rather turn around on that road than have to turn around in the maze area. I mean, it's just so unusual to be seeing all this, this snow stuff around the 5th of December. I mean, it does snow in December, yes, it does. There's snow in November, and, sometimes it might in October, but rarely do you see snow like this. Yeah. Whew. So how's everybody's day? Yeah, it's chill. Yeah, yeah, I mean, okay, now it just turned 30 degrees. So now we're at the normal low for this time of year, 30. Will it get to 34? Maybe, we'll see. They say it's supposed to, but maybe this with the sun, it might surprise them. Maybe it'll go up a little more. All I care about is the sun melting some of this stuff that's on the road to make it a little bit easier, and melt on some sidewalks to make the walking a little easier, because some of these sidewalks I walked on today were kind of challenging. Okay, guys, let's do something here. This is a crazy start. Yeah. 18 and 18. Yeah. And I started at 11, so. But I stopped up here for a reason, just in case I get one of these up here, because they're still working on the roads down there, and I would rather just come up here, and find some way to turn around up here instead of turning around down there. Because it's easier to turn around up here than it is to turn around down there. See, how's it just way too cold outside? Then I'll probably just stick to an Amazon Flex Walk and be done with it. He wants to give my kid at least a little bit of a choice in what he wants to do. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, kids at that young age, But I mean, I gotta say, the guy that gave me that $15 last night that I ended up getting, because I knew it was him. I had to applaud him for the simple fact is that I'm trying to think of how old his son was. I think his son was 8 or something. I think he was 8. And his son loved to be on the ski, they were doing a little snowboarding type of thing, like his dad was riding some kind of a a snow motor scooter or something like that. And then his boy was on a sled, and they were riding around together in the grass, and they looked like they were having fun. And I told him, I said, he loves this type of weather. And I told him, I said, does he like, sledding and all this stuff? He goes, oh yeah. Oh, we got an order here. Yep. See, I'm glad I did that. Now I can turn around and go back that way. So, yep. I got a $6.50 Zaxby's. Okay.
Drive south on North Riley Highway.
Okay.
State route.
Yeah, I just got to turn around up here. So, yep. I was glad that I did not go back that way. Now I can just go up here, turn around, and go and head back over towards Zaxby's. I like that. But anyways, I was saying, I was telling him, I said, he told me that, this is an 8-year-old that does not want to sit in front of the TV and play games. He'd rather be outside. He'd rather be active. And I was like, last night after I left that house, I just had to applaud, because I'm just proud of that. That's a young man that's being raised right. That's a young man that's being shown that being active is better than just sitting in front of the TV. I had to applaud that. I had to applaud that big time. I was absolutely thrilled to see that. And I told him, I said, well, if he likes this kind of thing, you might have a future Olympian on your hands. He said, well, you never know. There's Olympics for snowboarding, Olympics for skiing and all that, and you never know. Because when you throw things like that in a child's head, and you say, if there's something that you can be good at, it might encourage the child to say, hey, that sounds good, Olympic champion, that sounds good. Maybe I'll train for it. I mean, that's what kids want to hear. Kids want to hear that they're good at something. Kids want to hear that, hey, I said, if you could be this, it's like when you're 5 years old. When you're 5 years old, and this is the way it was with me. And when you're 5 years old, you're always asked the question. Somebody always asks you this question. What do you want to be when you grow up? That's usually around 5, sometimes 4, sometimes 6, just depends. But the average age that you're asked that question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I don't know what your answer was. I mean, some will say, well, I want to be a doctor, so I want to be this, that, and the other. I mean, and then the question that is years later, then you ask the question again, even if it's 20, 30 or some odd years later, what was your answer when you were 5? And then did that line up, what you're doing now, did that line up to what you wanted to do? And I find when you do that, that's interesting, that you sometimes get some interesting answers. Yeah, my dreams came true. I got to be a troll. Luke, I'm going to be Olympics for breakdancing. I'm going to be whatever. Well, there's a question I can never give an answer because I know what I was going to be. Yeah, well, there's some people who don't know. But for the most part, when you're 5 years old, you're asked that question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Whether it's a parent that asks it, a grandparent, or somebody in school, somebody's going to ask you that. And, you may not know, but someone's going to ask you that question. I'm going to park right here so I can get away from the sun. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in that way. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, there it is. So my answer that I gave when I was that age, I wanted to be in I wanted to be in radio announcing. It had been that way for forever. That's what I always wanted to do. Because I always was can't verify, but I can take a receipt. But I was always fascinated with those announcers on TV, and with announcing games and stuff because, my dad and I watched it all the time downstairs in the basement. My mother hated sports, but my dad and I loved it. And she watched her soap operas upstairs. We watched our sports in the basement, and I was always fascinated with the announcing on the radio or the television, and I thought, this is what I want to do. But I never got the chance to do it because you have to have a college degree. And I never got my college degree. Okay, if I'm not going down, it's not that far down the road. So, but I got to go through the maze. All right. But that's what I wanted to do. Your son has learned a bunch of things. Would you believe I said the TV was your babysitter? You're all right. Yeah. Hmm. But of course, the things on TV, back in the time I grew up is a lot better than the stuff that's on TV today. Because the TV that's on today teaches you a lot of illogical things, and shows you how to ruin lives instead of it shows you how to ruin lives instead of how to enhance your life. It's like the theme of today, like that I have on my thumbnail, your castle. It's like your life and your home is your castle. Okay, what do you do to protect it? How do you protect it? Yeah. That's what it is. How do you protect your castle? That's how that is. Yeah. Because I mean, your life, your possessions, some of the things are your biggest commodities, and what do you got? What are you going to do to protect those things? Because those things are so important. What do you do, to protect those things? And a lot of it is what you feed, because your body, your mind, and all that. What is it that you're feeding your body and mind? Because what you feed it is what's going to come out of it. And if you're learning, how to be destructive, and you're learning how to manipulate people, and you're learning how to ruin people's lives, if that's what you're being taught, then generally what's going to happen? Unless you decide that you want to rebel against that, well, then you're going to follow that pattern. Jimmy John's, well, it's not a great offer. Oh, it's a match anyway. Yeah, it's a match. I'm not gonna take it. Somebody might take it. If they offer it to me, I'll take it. We'll have our dirty stack. Yeah, nobody's matched it yet. I'm not matching it. Okay, somebody I think took it. It wasn't a great offer. I'm surprised somebody took it, but whatever. Now they gave it to me. It's not a very good offer. It's 5 for 5. But if I want a drawing tonight, let's do it. The order is right up here.
Head to your pickup at Jimmy John's number 3008.
Okay. Because I have to go this way anyway.
For a half mile.
So let's do it. Yeah, don't worry so much, Mom. Doing what's best, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, but a lot of the things that happen in the lives today, guys, is what people are learning. They're learning from watching, soap operas and reading certain novels and, watching certain television shows on how, on how manipulation gets what you want. But the thing is, you don't have to manipulate to get what you want, because if you have to manipulate to get what you want, you have to manipulate to keep it.
West Pennsylvania Street.
When all you got to do is learn the give and take principle, and when you learn that, that's how you get what you want, is the give and take principle. And that's how I got my 1,000, the give and take principle. I mean, I've been striving, and I still striving to get people their 500s and 1,000, doing what I can to help. Oh, we got a slow person.
West Pennsylvania Street.
Okay. Yeah, he had a slow. I wondered if he was just. I guess they're getting ready to do some work here.
227 West Pennsylvania Street, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176. USA will be on the left.
Okay, you're not going to pull in front of me too fast, are you, FedEx? Are you delivering, or are you going to wait for me? All right. All right. Okay. Just got to make sure here. Okay. So glad to live in California. It's 53. I said, yeah, just Roy Delivery up there. He's, he's from California. So that'd be a good channel for you to check out there and on your business. Well, I've seen you before, so. All right. Where are we at down here? just up a little bit. Alrighty. Yep. All right.
227 West Pennsylvania Street, Shelby,
Must be here in the end.
46176.
Yep, sure is.
USA is on the left.
Yep, and it's a duplex. All right. I need that anyway. All right, I'll be right back. At least the walkway here is a little bit better than some of the walkways I've walked on today. Much better walkway to walk on. Thank you for taking care of that. Okay, now I got to go. All right, now I've got to go to Jimmy John's. Okay. I need to pause it. Okay, now to go to Uber.
Head to your pickup at Jimmy John's, number 3008.
Okay. I'll take Mary Street here.
Turn left on St. Mary.
Sally only needs 52. All right. Yep. Can we get her there this week? Well, listen, she's not going to be live. She said she's not going to be live again until Monday. But I mean, I can't blame her. It's cold. First of all, they did get some snow there. So yeah, I can't blame her for that at all. But hopefully, maybe by next week she'll get it.
Just turn left on West Washington Street.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna turn. Yeah. But yeah, 52. Yeah, we'll definitely get her there. Yeah, because I want her to get her super chats and all that because she did win one, and I'll be able to use the super chat to take care of that.
Turn left on
So
West Washington Street.
as soon as I get,
right
as soon as YouTube pays me, then all the winners they'll get paid from there because I got a pretty good amount coming from YouTube. So yeah, so as soon as YouTube pays me, then everybody will get the cut from YouTube. That's how that's going to work. You're going to work to get her there by Monday? I said, yeah, well, I'll be, I can't dash on Monday because I'll be coming back for my W-2, but if she doesn't get there Monday, maybe we'll get her Tuesday because I can dash Tuesday. So, yeah. But Dean, we'd like to do it live. Yep. Yeah. That's because that's the way I like to do it. You got to do it live. I mean,
then turn left on West Broadway Street.
Yeah, that's the way we want to do it. I mean, it's not fun unless you do it the Bill O'Reilly way. It's not fun until you do it that way. You got to do it the Bill O'Reilly way. You got to do it live.
Turn left on West Broadway Street.
Because the day we did it for Mama Gigs, oh yeah. We did it live on that day. Okay, I'm going to let this guy turn right. Go ahead. All right. Let's see it live Monday on her channel. I said, well, that'd be great. You do it live on her channel. That'd be awesome. Yeah. What we ought to do is a whole bunch of us get together and, we all put posts out. And, then whenever we go live, make sure that we put her channel name under. This is everyone. If we all can do that, maybe she can get it by Monday. Because this is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That'd be good days. People go out, we could do that. If we did that, she could do it live on Monday. That'd be awesome. Yeah. That would be fantastic.
Proceed straight on East Broadway Street.
Yeah, I don't like this Uber offer is a bad offer. I mean, it's 5 for 5, but if we're gonna do a dirty stack, I had to take it. But it's a bad offer. Saying Tornado Garden by Monday also. Oh, with his watch hours? Yeah, Colleen too. You know, Colleen's not feeling great, guys. So, you know, let's all get together and put her, you know, let's all do playlist on her so she can get her watch hours too. Yeah, we can at least do that for her because that post yesterday, she said she wasn't feeling good at all. And this isn't the time for that. So now's the time to get her monetized so she can kind of get that feeling with that monkey off her back that'll take that vertigo away. So, yeah. Hey, Vicky, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yep. Colleen and Barton. Oh, I forgot about Barton too. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, there's a lot that are, you know, they're about to be monetized. I mean, and this is the Christmas season, guys. This is the time to do it.
On East State Road 44.
Yeah. I mean, what way to really help these guys during this Christmas season? It's like Christmas gifts from all of us to get them monetized. You know, that's how I see it. That's why I've been doing the dirty stacks here, you know, because it's kind of like, in a way, you know, my thank you, but it's also like Christmas gifts to you guys for doing this. I mean, this is, you know, I mean, I enjoy this. You know, I enjoy giving, you know, being in the giving mode. I'm enjoying doing this contest and including Uber in it. And then, you know, helping you, you know, giving you guys an opportunity to win the dirty stack, because a dirty stack isn't easy to do. I mean, it seems like lately, you know, it's been easier than I thought it was going to be. And it's like if I go out late and I start here, I have a better chance of getting dirty stacks being here than I do anywhere else. So, somebody got timed out. I appreciate that. Whoever timed them out, thank you. But yeah, we gotta, you know, see, there's a lot that we can, you know, do. Say Colleen, Tornado, Sally, Barton, and a few others. I mean, Mom Dog is also in the running, guys. I think she only needs like 42 or something. So she's in the running for 5. We got, you know, got to consider her too. You want pancakes? Well, there's Denny's up here. I haven't had a Denny's order in a while, but yeah. Yeah, Denny's has got some good slam pancakes.
In a quarter-mile turn right on Depelia Drive.
What they just had recently, I don't know if they still have it now, but they had butter pecan pancakes. Oh, now those are good. Butter pecan pancakes. I mean, that's if you like nuts. I mean, there's some people that don't like nuts or can't have them. But you want a good pancake? Yeah, butter pecan pancakes.
Drive, then turn left on Marketplace.
I mean, my dad, he was a butter pecan freak. He liked butter pecan anything. Butter pecan ice cream, butter pecan pancakes. Yeah, he would want that. You know, he wanted creamer that was butter pecan, all that stuff. He was a butter pecan freak. He just absolutely loved it. I like it too, but I'm not a fanatic about it like he was.
Turn left, then turn right.
Okay. All right, my 4th Jimmy John's order here today for Uber. All my orders on Uber have been Jimmy John's today.
Left,
so
then turn right.
But again, it's a terrible order. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I probably better not. That's too close to that car. We'll just park right here. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Guys, you got to see this. Someone built this snowman right in front of their door. 2 eyes of rocks with a cigarette nose. Or no nose and is smoking a cigarette. Here, I'll let you look at it again. Yeah. They said a couple of kids did that, they said. Okay. All right, so confirm the pickup. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, got to say, tornado, welcome in. Yeah. So, Vicky, wish you did Doordash here in North Carolina because they're so slow here. Huh? Yeah. All right, let's see here. Okay, confirm pickup, and they say they got it, so.
Head to your drop-off at 765 First Street.
Okay, back on the other side. Yeah, that's why it's such a bad offer, because I got to drive all the way on the other side of town. That's why it's a bad offer. Yeah. Here, let me plug this in since I got to go a little ways down there. All right. Yeah, that's why it's such a bad offer. But I thought that was neat. Yeah, I'll have to post that picture on Discord. That is, yeah, a snowman smoking a cigarette. Okay. Tornado has said, we should start charging by the stoplight, yeah, or the stop sign, yeah. Yeah. It's not so much about being fast. It's just that, you got to pay attention to detail and know your area. If you know your area, you can figure out ways to cut the time down. That's one of the reasons why I like dashing here, is because I know I can cut the time down, because I know the area real well. I mean, if I see an area is slow, or if I see that find a way that I know I can cut the time down rather than using this GPS, I'll do it. I think make it easier. But I agree with Tornado though. Start charging by the stoplight. Start charging by the the stop sign with all the
Turn right on East Michigan Road.
But unfortunately, you can't do that, because in honest truth, with your on time rate, DoorDash uses stoplights and stop signs against you. Yeah. The same way they use trains, school buses, school buses with red lights flashing, they use that against you. They say, oh, that's not an excuse for your on time rate. Yeah. Which is stupid. You got to consider time for that. I mean, by stopping for school buses, we got, that's following the law. I mean, we don't want to hurt any kids just because we have to get to somebody's house with an order, and we have to do it by a certain time. And if a school bus is in the way, there's no reason for you to punish us because we have to wait for a school bus, because A, that's following the law, and it's ensuring the safety of the kids getting on or off the bus. Yeah. You don't punish your dashers for that. That's illogical. Yeah. And trains have to take supplies to different places, so why are you punishing for trains too? A train is a part of traffic. It's a traffic law. You don't punish your dashers for that either. I mean, it's a stupid rule. It just is. Now, if we're just playing around and just sitting at a stoplight or sitting somewhere, going to a fast food place like McDonald's or Burger King and having lunch while you got the customer's order in the car. Now that's definitely contract violation, if not deactivation. But sitting at a train or waiting on a school bus is not. This guy in front of me here has got a pretty interesting car. Don't see those don't see those too often. Going a little slow, but it's okay. I don't mind. Just be grateful for what you got. Exactly. Exactly. When you make up the rules, you have to consider everything. Now, here's the one thing that they do, though. Say, if those other things, if they're not an excuse, here's the one thing that is an excuse. You have a hand it to me. If that customer doesn't come to the door right away, or you got to call them and do all those 3 things and they still don't come to the door or answer, then, if you hit that 5-minute timer, oh, you have to hit the timer because the customer didn't come. Oh, that's an excuse. It wastes your time, but we won't use that against you. Yeah, that's a legitimate excuse. It's just backwards. That's what it is. Backwards. Monte Carlo ahead. An old one, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he needs a brake light on that right side, as you can see. They will get him here for that. Yeah, he needs to get that fixed because Shelbyville will stop you for those. Yeah, you got to get that brake light fixed there, man. Better do it soon. El Camino. Yeah, okay. You need to relax and get yourself worked up. I try not to get worked up on anything. It's just when they do stupid things that, then that does. Yeah. But I try to be as calm as I can. I'm just one that just does not appreciate stupidity.
Turn left on South Harrison Street using the left lane.
I mean, if there's, something that involves stupidity is just something that is just one of my pet peeves.
Turn left on South Harrison Street.
But it's just, I see all the time in the, and everybody seems to agree with me on all that too, because I see, in the Doordash posts from, from all the different platforms, posts on Doordash, everybody's complaining about the on-time rate. Pedro's complained about it. Kim's Side Money Plans complained about it. Your driver Mike, all those main ones that are on there, they've all said something. They all have mentioned just how stupid the rules are. And that they need to be changed to ensure everybody's safety. And, because safety does not appear to be an issue that's on the Doordash platform. Safety should be the number one thing.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Colescott Street using the right lane.
Now, see, they say the word correctly, but the Doordash one doesn't. Now, why is that? And they got road work ahead? Wonderful. All right, what are they doing here? Well, looks like I'm going to have to...
Turn right on Colescott Street.
Well, from now on, if they're doing work here, I guess I'm going to have to either go down Miller Street or west to get on here if I got to deliver. Either that or I'll have to go down Howard Street to get here and then take Jefferson Avenue instead of taking this street. So that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do. Okay. See, that's what you got to think when you see road construction like that. You got to try to figure out
In a quarter mile, turn left on South.
Especially when you get a future order and you see the street name, then you know they're doing work here. Then you got to figure out how far down you got to go so you don't have to mess with that. I guess they want me to turn on Miller here. Okay.
Turn left on South Miller Street.
All right. Sometimes you're surrounded by morons. Exactly. You know. When you say surrounded, it reminds me of
First Street, then drop off.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Dr. Evil saying, where it says, "Why must I be surrounded by freaking idiots?" Yeah, it's like that. Mm-hmm.
Drop off.
All right, yeah, down near the end. Yeah, down near the end. Yeah.
Drop off.
Okay, down, yeah, it's at the end of the street. Why are you saying drop off when it's at the end of the street? Okay. Yep, right here. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Dirty stack complete. It's time for the song. All right. Alrighty. Let's see about this way, I guess. All right. There we go. Okay. Get Doordash here. All right. Doordash has been returned. Okay. All right. We'll just go up this way. All right. So we got 25 on that. And then 18. And I got, and see, that was 5 on there. So that's 23. So we got $48 right now. And we've been on 2.5 hours. So we got $48 in 2.5 hours. So. Pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, I can go down here, St. Joseph's, I guess. Yeah. All right. Oh, I better plug this in. So now I know it's going to get little bit slower. I'm just surprised that I haven't had a shop and deliver yet, because I mean I'm right here by Miller Avenue. They can give me a shop and deliver there. I'm surprised they haven't had one. I said, can't complain. No, not absolutely not. Usually I average $15. I usually average about $15 an hour. I mean, it doesn't matter what city I'm in or anything that I deliver at. It's usually $15 an hour. That's what I usually average. But you know, since I still have 2 platforms, I mean, so it's been more than that recently because of the of using 2 platforms. So, but I mean, I've been doing extremely well, you know, in the evenings now because of you know, because of both platforms, and it's really made a difference. It really has. And now that we have the stack, we definitely will have a drawing tonight after the dash ends at 7:30. So right now we're going to 2:30. We're going to take a little bit of a break and then and resume then. But I tell you, you know, I mean, and I know that those are, you know, those will come by and say, well, you're just really wasting your time doing that. I said, you know, that's their opinion. And, you know, like I said, I admire, you know, their opinion or anything. But the fact is, I mean, in its way, it does seem like that. But yet at the same time, we're in December. Okay. My daughter's birthday is in 10 days. And then you got, you know, Christmas. So, and my daughter's got a large family, so you need the extra money, and this is the way to do it. I mean, I've got my W-2 takes care of everything else of mine. All my bills are paid for from my W-2, and if I work the holidays, which I will be this year, it's double time, so that's even more money. So, you know, this is the month where you really need, you know, to make the most money, because next month, January, everything slows down. Everybody's all spent out. Because they used all their money for Christmas. You know, the gig apps aren't as big in January as they are right now. They start picking up a little bit again in February, and then of course, you know, then in March, you know, with St. Patrick's Day, and then, you know, depending on whether Easter's in March or April, that depends too. You know, and then you got you know, and then you got race season that starts. So that's how that usually goes. Uncle Sam's around the corner. Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah. That's exactly right, Robert. Everybody's got to be concerned about that too. And I know most everybody that I know likes to get that done in February. They want to get it out of the way. You know, whether they owe or whether they, you know, get a return, they want to get it done by February. They don't have to worry about April. They want it done and over with. As soon as they get all of their paperwork by the end of January, they're in that office immediately, you know, getting it done, getting it sent in, you know, and then they still got 2 months to spare before the deadline. And it's like, it's done and over with. That monkey's off my back. I don't have to worry about it. It's over. You know, you may be out of money if you owe or whatever the case may be, but you can always build it back because you don't have to worry about April. It's already done. I mean, I like to do that too. Sometimes for me, that's, you know, that's not always the case. But because when you do gig apps like this, you know, it's a 1099, you know, then you got to really figure out, you know, how much you make, how much you're going to take off, you know, for expenses and things like that. That's not easy to do. Yeah. So, but yeah. There's some right here. There's some snow is melting pretty fast here in some of this area. Well, the sun's up big and bright though here. I can see that. You know, that's a good thing. even though it's above freezing, the sun makes it look a little bit, above freezing. It's not above freezing yet. It's 31 degrees. Okay. All right. Okay, it's 1:30. So I know it's going to slow down a little bit. So the thing that I would want to get right now would be shop and deliver. That's what I would like to get. Because this is the time you would get shop and deliver. I wouldn't mind that at all. I only had one yesterday, and that was a Dollar General right near the end of the shift. And it wasn't a bad shopping order at all. It was only 5 items, and didn't take me very long to get it all. But now's the time to get them. Because with my shopping rate the way it is now, there's one place that could be the biggest game changer, and that's Aldi. Because I've had $30 Aldi orders. I've had $40 Aldi orders. And then one time I had a $50 Aldi order, but you'd have to look at that video because, I've got it as the title. It was a $50 Aldi shopping order from hell, which it was. That shopping order was treacherous. It took forever. A lot of the stuff they didn't have, and I had to constantly contact the customer to find out what substitute they wanted. Very time consuming. Yes, it was $50, and I make $50 in about 2.5 hours, generally. Or no, 4.5 hours. Yeah. Because 15 an hour, 15 an hour, about 3.5 hours. That's how much I make doing $50. But the whole process was 1.5 hours just to get done with the store, and then I still had 20 minutes to drive to the customer. So, yeah, that was, even though it was $50, it was a bad $50. Let's put it that way. Wasn't worth it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit over here. I'm going to get over there by there, just in case I might get a shopping order from over there. Because I got a better chance of getting some stuff down in that area than I do up in this area at this time of day. Because we're out here until 2:30. Then we take a short break and then come back. Hey, there's Vanessa. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Yep, appreciate it. Yeah, we did have a dirty stack tonight, Vanessa, so there will be a drawing. So you could be picked. Who knows? Yeah, you could be picked. I just got through delivering the Uber that was the second part of that dirty stack. So, yep. You see, you might be a winner. You just never know. Anybody who's in green or who has a star next to their name, you are entered in the drawing. So, and then there's going to be another live. I'm going to have a simulcast on later on when a certain, when Roy goes on. I'm going to have his live on simulcast because it's a special live from him to celebrate his 2000, and so I'm going to simulcast him when his time comes. So not only will you be hearing my voice, but you will also be hearing his too. So. And I will do those simulcasts just to introduce other channels for those newbies that keep coming in that don't know about our channels. I like to introduce them not only to mine but to others too, because sometimes if you it's depending on the interest of these newbies that come in, they if there's a certain interest from a certain channel that I recommend them to, is something they can resonate, then they'll visit that channel often, especially if it's a channel that needs monetization. And that's how I do it. That's how it works. So right now I'm just going to go somewhere where I can get a little shade or get away from the sun while we're in the slow period. And Robert talked about pancakes earlier, so I'm going to go sit in the area where they serve pancakes, which is right here. As I might get a Denny's order, I might get a Starbucks. You just never know. I might get, you don't know what you get. So we'll just sit here for a few minutes and see. Because Aldi's over here, if they decide they want to give me an Aldi order, there you go. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, good. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Vanessa, we've had some very strange drawings, I'm telling you. Very strange drawings. Like last night, I had two last night, drawings. We had 2 dirty stacks. Okay? And it's a box of chocolates. Yep. It's like Forrest Gump said, life is like a bunch of chocolates. Don't know what you're going to get. So, but I had 2 dirty stacks yesterday. Okay? And the first one was J Twist. Okay? And, which is a pretty good channel, by the way. So you need to check that channel out. And then the second one, believe it or not, and it was very surprising to me when I drew it, because I was like, how is this? I drew his wife, Mel's. Yeah. A couple. First the guy, then the lady. It's amazing how it works. I don't know how that happens, guys, but and just like in the Wisconsin Dash, okay, everything had to do with the sun. Okay, Sally was picked for Sunrise. Okay, Sunny Chronicles. Again, these are great channels, by the way, that you need to watch. Also, Sunny Chronicles. Her name's Sunny, which is like mid-sun. And then Fran Dash Phoenix, who loves sunsets. All 3 of those were drawn because I had 3 drawings that night, and everything there had to do with the sun. Sunrise, sun, and sunset. You can't make this stuff up. And just like drawing Rutgers today. Last year, Nebraska and Rutgers were tied. They were tied before going into the playoffs. And so I did Nebraska yesterday, and then I drew Rutgers today. That, too, in itself is amazing. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You just can't. Hey, Amos, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. All right. So they went ahead and gave me that 5. All right. For that order. All right. So what have I got on? So my total on Uber, let's see. Okay. Let's see what my total on Uber is. There. Okay, so my Uber is, yeah, that's right, $23. That would be correct. Okay, so I got $23 on Uber and 25, so that's 48. Okay, so yep, that's right. Okay. Well, we're in the slow period, guys. That's what I don't like about, getting, once it gets after 1:30, it starts slowing down a little bit. But we're staying out here for another hour just to see, if some dashers, decide that, they don't want to be out here, then they'll do their thing, and then I'll just pick up the slack. I'm just hoping to get some shop and delivers right now. We're just going to sit here for a few minutes, then we're going to drive around and see if we get something. So I think I might do this for a minute. We'll just going to pause it for a second. Snowing here? No. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow into Sunday, I think it's supposed to snow. But we don't have a cloud in the sky right now. See, that's a sweet van. You could definitely live in that. Oh, that Ram. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice looking. Yeah, just get one of those battery, one of those little battery operated heaters that, let's see, it was Grandpa's Random Reviews. He one time I think he had one of those heaters on his channel that he was talking about, that it was battery operated. It was big. And he said, but the one thing that you got to do about it, especially when it's a space heater like that, you got to keep it away from things that become flammable. There's a certain place that you can put it in your vehicle to where you don't have to worry about that. And then you cover it with, like you put it like in a cage or something like that, something to where nothing can get to it. It'll keep you warm, but you just got to protect yourself from, anything touching it to cause fire. So he said he explained on, I forget, it was a while back. It might have been, last year or something when I saw it, but he did one of those with one of those type of heaters, especially if you're stuck in your car, like in a traffic jam or something, and it's cold and your heater doesn't work, this thing will work for you. You just make sure that you protect yourself, have it in some kind of a cage or something like that, so that, when you turn it on, that nothing is going to get to it. But yeah. You said you've seen tiny wood burners and diesel heaters for vans like that too? Yeah. Dashing through the snow. Well, we kind of was doing that the other day. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So I paused that. So I think I'm going to do the same thing with Uber too. I'm going to pause Uber also just for fun. So I'm going to offline. All right. Now I'm going to turn it back on. Sometimes that's what you need to do. Hey, I'm at 40%. All I need is 10% to get to platinum on Uber. Then I don't have to schedule. Of course, I haven't got that email yet, though, but all right, we'll just sit here for a couple minutes and I'll move around since I went ahead and paused both of them and turned them back on, so we'll see. Sometimes you got to do that, especially at this time of day. And now we're at 32 degrees. We're right at the freezing mark. But yeah, that's a nice looking van. It's a Dodge Ram too. Wonder how many can fit in that. Does it look like it's got 9? Let's see. Looks like you can fit 11 in that. The driver, the passenger, and it looks like there's 3 spots. You could probably fit 11 people in that van. Yeah, that's nice looking. And it looks like a nice little rich colored charcoal gray. Yeah. That is nice. There's the Partridge Family, I said. Oh yeah, but they had a bus though. They didn't have that. But the Partridge Family, yeah. How many was in that family? Was it was 8 or something, wasn't it? Wasn't it 8? Yeah, the 8 is enough family could have fit in there. Just the 10 of us could have fit in there too. That show, yeah. With Bill Kirchenbauer, yeah. Just the 10 of us, yeah, they'd fit in there. See, the front seat swivel towards the back. That van's version 180 is really. Thought it was 12. Partridge Family? I don't know. It was that much. It might have been 10. I don't know. I don't know about 12. But like I said, I do know. I do know. You know, just the 10 of us would have fit in there, and the other one I just mentioned. Yeah, there's the Cosbys. Yeah, they all of them would have fit in there too. Yep. Yeah, it'd be kind of neat. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna move around here because we can't stay in one place. Maybe because a lot of times I will get orders when I'm moving around, so I think I'm gonna do that. Especially if I drive by Aldi, maybe they'll decide to give me one. That would be nice. Or if I drive over there by Kroger, they might give me that too, because I did have a Kroger one time before 3 o'clock, so that's a possibility also. So, but when it slows down like this, it gets kind of concerning. I said, can we zoom in on the cab? Want to drive through there? Well, here, I'll drive through there. I mean, that's not a big deal. Here, I'll just drive there and you guys can take a look at it. Yeah. Okay, somebody's coming in, so yeah. Anyway, I let you see the outside of that. So there you go. Man, that's nice looking. I might be driving back there. Maybe they'll probably still be there when I come back. But that's a huge thing there. Whew. Okay, they're gonna turn. All right. So I want to make sure. Whew, I think people are living in that van. I said, well, they could be. I know one thing is there's people living in vans out there over by the casino. If you saw the last part of my dash last night at the casino, you saw this gigantic rat that somebody built up there. You know, because the blackjack dealers are still, they're still protesting there because they haven't got a new contract yet. And they're camping out there. $84 without doing Walmart. You made $84 without one single Walmart? Wow. That's cool. I think it looks like they've taken it cross country. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, for someone, if they decide that they can't have a home, that might not be a bad idea. You got to just make sure you have a battery operated heater and maybe like 2 or 3 of those Arctic air machines, that they use, that's advertised all the time to keep yourself cool, because that too is battery operated. So, and that way you don't have to waste all your, waste your gas on having the heater cool on. Or waste your car battery using your cigarette lighter. Maybe they're going to Wally World. Yeah, maybe. But that's certainly not a bad thing to have when you're doing that. Not at all. So we're going to be out here till 2:30, and then I'm going to start again at 4. Or, well, no, I'm going to start again at 3:30, and because then we're going to 7:30. So, okay. Yeah. At least the roads look decent. Yep, they do. A lot better than they were when I was coming back from my W-2 on Wednesday morning. Man, they were a mess. An absolute mess. I mean, you could hardly, I mean, you know, they were so slushy and just, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm going to be starting to come back out at 12:30. Oh, okay. Somebody's parked here. I don't know why, but they're parked here. All right. Wonder if they're waiting on orders like I am. But yeah, I'll be probably shutting the live down here soon and starting back, because I'm anxious to see what tonight's going to bring. With it being Friday night, and because Friday night is high school. I don't know if the sectionals are done or not, because I haven't really paid too much attention to that. But there's also high school basketball now, so you know that could play a role. I've delivered to schools before. In fact, I delivered to one time. I didn't do it live, but I've delivered to the Shelbyville High School before during a game. Somebody just came out to the street to pick up an order. So you just never know. You just never know. Say, it's been a pleasure to talk to all of you. Well, I'll tell you what, Robert, you are so welcome to join any of us. Any of those in blue, Queen of the High Flame, Tornado Garden. Yeah, all of us, Robert. So, you know, please visit Tornado Garden. Visit his channel, because you know he delivers the meat puppets. In other words, he ride share. Yeah, that's his term for it. And he dresses in a real nice uniform to do it too, to deliver those meat puppets. Yeah, he's very professional when he does it. So you'll really enjoy his channel. He's on more in the evening time. But yeah, you know, once you start watching Tornado, you'll be wanting to watch him more often, because he has fun doing that, and we have fun watching him too. So yeah, anyone that's in blue, Robert, yeah, please check everybody out, because yeah, it's wonderful. All right, well, guys, I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to keep you all on tabs as to how this is going to work out. But I'm going to go ahead and shut this off right now, because it's almost 2. And right now I'm sitting at $48. I haven't had an order yet. So I think I'm going to come back out, start again at about maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I'll let you know, give you the tabs on it as to, where they stand. So, all right, guys. So until later on tonight, and we'll have our drawing. I will see you in the future. And remember, we're all in this together.